So our oil has come up to temperature. We are at 435 degrees. We were looking for anything right around 400 or above. This foil that I have here was over top of the turkey as it was marinating and soaking up the seasoning. We're just going to use that on the side here to basically use it as a placemat for our thermometer and to place our lid down just somewhere safe. Now be sure when you do this to have an oven mitt or a construction glove, any sort of heavy-duty material that'll protect your skin in case any oil does pop up or drip on you for some unknown reason. Now you will also notice that the oil is a lot more transparent, and it's also not giving off any smoke, steam, or anything of that nature because this is a high smoke oil. And what that really means is it has a very high tolerance for heat. Unlike olive oil or some of the other more common household kitchen oils, this is a peanut oil, and this is good to go. We are all set here. So what we're going to do now, we're just going to get our turkey ready, and then we're going to drop it right in. Now what you want to do is just take the hook from the neck and push it back toward the legs. But be absolutely sure, 100% positive, no matter what kind of turkey you get, if it's frozen or fresh, take all the giblets out of it. That all in there, just make sure it's all out, clean, seasoned inside of the cavity, and we'll be ready to go. Just take this and stick it in there, stand it right up. There we go. Now on this particular turkey, we have used a Cajun rub, and the ingredients that we use for it, we're going to put right next to the video on the website, so that it'll be there for you to take advantage of. And we also have the hook that we use to drop it into the oil. Again, use a glove. Please, please, please use a glove to protect yourself. Now we'll just hook it up. Now be careful. I'll put this down and talk about this a little bit. When you put the turkey into the liquid, no matter if you're measuring for water or whatever, the displacement could cause it to splash up. So it's very important to lower the turkey into the oil very slowly. And don't be surprised if it pops and sizzles, because that's exactly what we want it to do. See, some of it dropped in there and you might have been able to hear it sizzle. Maybe not, but there it goes. Very carefully. All right, there we go. Now you can see where that could be very dangerous. Some of the oil did come up over the side, but it's all right. We didn't have anything. We had our fire extinguisher ready, and now it's good to go. It's cooking really well. So what I do now, just once you have it in there, place the lid back on and your thermometer back in, and be sure to monitor that very carefully. You don't want to let it drop below 325 degrees. Ideally keep it between 375 and 400 at all times if you can. So we'll let that cook for about 45 minutes. We'll come back and take it out and see how we're doing. So time has gone by. It's been 45 minutes. I have here a clean pan. I'm just going to set this one right inside the other one for the main reason that it'll just give more support to the pan when we transport it. Now, earlier you might have seen a little flare-up that happened, and I really want to talk to that point. Even though we took all the necessary precautions, things can happen unexpectedly. If that were to happen to you when you were doing this, please don't have a knee-jerk reaction and jerk the turkey. The last thing you want to do is cause the pot to tip over and spill all over you. Just be very careful and continue to slowly drop the turkey into the oil, and everything will be just fine. And we had all of our safety precautions ready to go, and it was good. Now if there's some mess around the pot, don't be surprised. There's going to be some condensation that drips off the lid as the steam escapes the pot. So again, we're just going to use the same foil that I used earlier for my thermometer and my lid. Being sure to lift the lid away from you so all the steam can escape away from you and not get up in your face. And at this point I'm just going to try to move things around a little bit so I have less distance to move the turkey. Again, using the glove, be sure to protect your skin, protect yourself. Just nice and gently. Now all this oil here is going to seep out through the bottom, so just be careful to hold it there and let it all seep through. Now one of the big advantages to this that people rave about all the time is the frying actually seared the skin really quickly. It kept a lot of the moisture and the juices inside of the turkey, and that's why this is one of the favorite ways to cook it. We've got a beautiful bird there. Still a little bit of grease left. And then we're just going to take it and transfer it right into our pan. Try to set it down here. Let the oil slip out. There we go. Now, it's important to let it cool. You don't want to touch anything right away. This is obviously going to be blazing hot. So just let it sit for a while, let it cool off. And another thing that we didn't mention before we put the turkey in, if you have a turkey with a pop-up timer, take it out. The plastic will melt, it'll ruin everything, could be a potential hazard. So be sure you take a pop-up timer out of the turkey. And so we're just going to let this cool off, and then we're going to dig into it and eat it. Thanks for watching The Everyday Chef. If you have anything that you would like for me to make, or if you have questions, email me at the email address listed below. Thank you for watching. Hey, you're 10 minutes closer to a more delicious life. And remember, the secret ingredient to any recipe is a dash of imagination.